Hello everyone, welcome to my channel from Innovative Thoughts. In this session, we are going to learn real numbers, which is a part of number system. Okay, what are the real numbers? The real numbers are the combination of rational and irrational numbers. Okay, which we can represent on a number line, and we have another numbers, those are imaginary numbers, those cannot be represented on the number line. Okay, and these real numbers includes integers, fractions, irrational numbers, natural numbers, and also the whole numbers. Okay, we will see the chart of real numbers. Before going to the chart of real numbers, in our life the number is very important. In daily life we'll mostly use the numbers like to say our date of birth, our weight or our height. Even when you count on your income and also the savings, expenditure, these all will be calculated with the numbers, and most of the things in our life are related with the numbers, right? And we can't imagine the life without numbers. This is the most important in our life. Okay, and in the number chart we have real number chart, we can see the real numbers including rational and irrational numbers. Okay, so what are the rational numbers here? Which includes the fractions like 2 by 3, 4 by 5, etc., and also the repeated like 1.12 bar, when it is repeating after the decimal point, that those are also comes under terminated and repeated, those are comes under the rational numbers. Whereas the irrational numbers are like root 2, root 3, and which is pi, and root 11, etc. These are all comes under irrational numbers, which are non-terminating numbers and non-integers. Here in the rational numbers we have non-integers and integers. What are the integers? Like minus 1, here from minus infinity to plus infinity I am writing, for example, minus 1, 0, plus 1, 2, etc. These are all comes under integers, whereas non-integers are the decimal points and like 0.1, 1.5, and so on. Either it may be positive or negative. We will when the decimal numbers are there, those are all non-integers, and the remaining numbers are integers. In the integers again we have the two types, that is negative numbers and whole numbers. The whole numbers are from 0 to infinity, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Those are all known as the whole numbers. And what are the negative numbers? The numbers, the integers which are in negative sign, like minus infinity to minus 1, these are all negative numbers, minus 1, minus 2, minus 5, etc. Okay, and we have in whole numbers again we have the two types, natural numbers and 0. Whole numbers containing 0, excluding 0, the remaining all are natural numbers. Those are 1, 2, 3, and so on up to infinity. These are the natural numbers. This is the real numbers chart. And next we are going to learn the division algorithm. Before getting to the division algorithm, let us take an example like for example 37 upon 7. Okay, so when you divide 37 with 7, what you will get? Here 7 5s are 35, so 5 as the quotient with the remainder is 2. Okay, we can divide 37 upon 7 equals to 5, remainder with remainder 2, and this can also be written as 5 plus 2 upon 7. 37 upon 7 can be written as 5 plus 2 upon 7. In this, what we can say, in this context of division, 37 is called the dividend, and 7 is the divisor, 5 is the quotient, and the remaining 2 is the remainder, right? So from this, what we can write from the concept of this divisor, dividend, and quotient, remainder, we can write dividend. Let us take first this 37 can be written as, when you take this to right side, 7 into 5, right? 7 into 5 plus 2. Okay, can we write like this? Yes. So from this, what we can conclude? For any given positive number or positive integer a comma b. So let us take this as a and this as b. This is a quotient, so I am taking q, and this is r. Dividend, divisor, quotient, and remainder, right? So we can say that for any given positive number a comma b, and b should not be equal to 0. Why? Because a and b should not be equal to 0. Why? Because if b equals to 0, then that will be undefined. So we should not take b as 0. And there exist a unique integers q and r such that we can write this is the formula. Okay, so we can write a equals to bq plus r. Did you understand? That is, for any given positive integers a comma b, and b must be not equal to 0, there exist a unique integers q and r such that a equals to bq plus r. Okay, this is known as the division algorithm or division identity. Okay, we can write this is known as division algorithm or division identity. So let us write the statement for division algorithm. This is the statement for division algorithm, that is, for any given positive integers a comma b, there exists unique pair of integers q and r satisfying a equals to bq plus r, and where 0 less than or equal to r less than b, r should be in between 0 and b, then only this division algorithm applicable. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Follow and subscribe our channel from Innovative Thoughts for complete classes and course on maths for SSC and CBSE students. Thank you.